Hello, good people. Welcome back to the Kuhb Games YouTube channel. Today, we start a new series on the channel, and that is going to be PACMAN to 1K. So, what we're going to be doing is playing different PACMAN decks on the ladder, and you all are going to be seeing every single match from the ladder climb. So, we're going to get all of the rage quits, all of the salt, all of the bad games, all the misplays. You get to see everything. This is going to be more raw than some of my other videos with less editing. And stuff like that. So it's kind of just going to be the normal flow of matches and stuff like that. I don't really have a structure of how many matches I want to get in a video. I'll just kind of see how much I get, and that's what we'll go with. But yeah, we are starting out with just a regular Pac-Man deck, I would say, something that I might consider taking to a tournament. Wanted to start the series out on a good note, but we are going to be bringing some jank and some spice here and there. So with the deck, we've got 3 Lakuta, 3 Swarm of Scarabs, 3 Golem Sentry, 1 Medusa Worm, 1 Stealth Bird, Sangan, and a Morphing Jar. Spells, we've got 2 Wave Motion Cannon, 2 Level Limit, 2 Knock, 2 Book of Moon, Swords, and of course Trinity. And for the traps, we've got 3 Solemn Judgments, 3 Nightmare Wheel, 2 Gravity Bind, Magic Jammer, Ceasefire, Magic Cylinder, Call of the Haunted, Ring, Mirror Force, and I'm actually trying out 1 copy of Needle Sealing in the main again. Wanted to try to fit some new stuff in the main, wanted to get the Morphing Jar back in here, so I opted to cut the Compulse that I had in the deck. I believe I had 2 of them, and Needle Sealing sort of fills that role a little bit, and I really like this card in Pac-Man, so just want to give it its shot in the main deck again. For the side, we've got 2 copies of Jowgen, Breaker, Tribe, couple of Mind Controls, MST, Double Snare, 3 whole Solemn Wishes, Needle Sealing, Divine Wrath, a Curse of Royal, and a Wall of Revealing Light, so let's get some matches and see how we do this. All right, we've loaded up our first match here. We're just going to start it out on paper, gang. Works every single time. All right, so we will clearly be choosing to go first. Okay, starting off with the Delinquent Duo, we are doing it right here. Yeah, we're just going to lead on that. Hoping for, you know, more of a chill time with this series, just kind of, you know, hanging out. I guess I'm not really hanging out with anybody but myself here, and whatever opponent that I get, but... Oh, Lava Golem? Okay. All right, we get a spicy start over there. Let's see, I'm going to set the Lakuta, set Gravity Bind, and I'm going to set a Nightmare Wheel. Yeah, just in case the Gravity Bind doesn't work out, I really need to protect this Lakuta here. If the opponent has Heavy Storm, you know, the opponent has Heavy Storm, we probably lose the game, but that is a risk that I am willing to take here. Okay, no need to Nightmare Wheel, because I can just knock this monster. Let's see, yeah, just going to flip up Lakuta. All right, we'll get ourselves a draw. Oh, into Pot of Greed. Okay, we really are starting this off right. All right, activate Pot of Greed. Can we get any Solemn Judgments here? All right, no Solemn Judgments, but we do get into a Wave Motion Cannon. I do like that. I'm going to go ahead and summon out Sangan. If the opponent chooses to Torrential now, that's fine. We can just go grab another Lakuta or whatever if we want to. Okay, and I'm just going to go ahead and knock this face-down monster. Spell Shield Type 8. Okay. Yeah, opponent really wants to protect that, so I may actually just not attack it with Sangan. But nothing like super concerns me. I'm just going to reset this Lakuta. I'm not going to attack in with it, and I'll just attack with Sangan. I do have Book of Moon to protect Lakuta, but I don't really feel like we need to do that. Whoa. Sakuretsu on the Sangan. So what is this? What is this mythical creature you've got down here, opponent? I'm just going to get Swarm of Scarabs to hand, and I think I'm just going to Nightmare Wheel that thing. And then we'll set Swarm on the next turn, and we'll try to get rid of it. I am going to activate my Wave Motion Cannon here. I know we're playing more into Heavy Storm, but we're just like so up on cards. I think this is totally fine. Go ahead and Nightmare Wheel this monster. Apparently it is incredibly important for the opponent, so... Okay, we lose our Lakuta. That's no big deal. Opponent sets another monster. Okay. All right, standby. Declare the effect of Nightmare Wheel. You take 500. And yeah, I think I do still set the scarabs over the golem sentry. We've got a counter on our wave motion here. And yeah, I think I'm good to just pass the turn. I guess. Let's set Book of Moon 2, just in case. Once again, we're playing even more into Heavy Storm, but it's fine. Oh, Golem Sentry for the opponent? This could be very bad. Interesting. Are we playing a mirror match to start this off? Lava Golem doesn't make sense. But, oh, level limit? Okay. Interesting. Well, I think this is gonna... Oh, yeah, this is definitely gonna work out well for us then. Deal another 500 to the opponent. The wave motion cannon continues to grow. We can set this other nightmare wheel now. And we can just start, getting an even bigger clock on the opponent here. All right, take 500, please, opponent. All right, there we go. The opponent took the damage. We'll get another counter on this wave motion here. And yeah, I'm gonna set Swarm of Scarabs, and I'm gonna set this other Nightmare Wheel, and pass the turn. There's a good chance our opponent doesn't even have Heavy Storm in their deck. Just seeing what I see now, it looks like some sort of probably Lockdown Burn. Okay, we're gonna take the first game. Yeah, it looks like Lockdown Burn. I think I'm gonna bring in Breaker. And we'll bring in a couple of mind controls. MST seems all right here. We could bring in Curse of Royal. I don't know. They could be playing Solemn Judgment. Let's just bring in the Curse of Royal. I think it's generally pretty safe. And do we want to bring in Solemn Wishes? I mean, if we do think it's Burn, then Solemn Wishes is good. Needle Sealing is good against Burn, so I think I'll leave that in. We can cut the Book of Moons, I believe. Our opponent has a Gravity Bind, level limit, area B deck themselves, so we can cut those. Magic Cylinder can probably get out of here. And let's see, Call, maybe? And keep all of our monsters in. Oh, maybe we don't want Morphing Jar. I could see that. If we think we're playing against some sort of a burn deck, that makes sense to cut. Yeah, let's just run it like this. I think this looks totally fine. See if we can pick up our first win in our first match here. All right, leading on Duo again. Never bad. Nightmare Wheel seems good here. Opponent leads on Pot of Greed, so this Duo isn't a true plus, because the opponent plus first. But, all right, see a face-down monster. How many back row? Swords I do not care about at all. Okay, Curse of Royals could be okay. I don't think I want to mind control here. I kind of just want to flip up Nightmare Wheel on this monster. And the reason being, if it's another Golem Sentry or something, then I'm not going to get any value out of it at all. But we will go ahead and lead on Delinquent Duo. You kind of have to be picky about when to use your mind control, or at least mindful. Funny. Oh. Ooh, opponent Solemn Judgment's the Delinquent Duo? Okay. All right, so let's set, I guess, the reason that I would want to mind control it, we're not going to mind control it. Let's just set everything here, and we will leave the mind control for later. And we'll go ahead and Nightmare Wheel up this monster, and the Nightmare Wheel is looking even better with the opponent already at 4,000. And if they, continue to set monsters, then we can flip up this Golem Sentry. Yeah, just tempo them out. I'm just going to make sure we're keeping up with swords. And, okay, Solemn Wishes. That's pretty good. Let's declare the effect of our Nightmare Wheel, put the opponent to 3,500. We are getting close. Just a 7-turn clock. Pretty good. And I'm just going to bounce this monster instead of mind controlling, I think. Yeah, let's just flip up Golem Sentry. We'll just keep holding on to the mind control. It's not really that big of a deal. Ring of Destruction. Okay, that's fine. We both take 800. Next turn, I can mind control. That seems pretty good, but here I'm just going to set the Solemn Wishes and make sure I'm not missing anything here. Yeah, we'll pass the turn. All right, 2 out of 3 on swords, which I don't know if swords is really going to come into play anyway, but Solemn Wishes is pretty good. Oh, okay. Graceful Charity is going to gain us even more life. All right, stand by. You lose more life, opponent. This is looking pretty good for us. The swords is just completely wasted. We get to mind control this face down. We're gaining life. The opponent's losing life. We have a Graceful Charity, which is always good. Okay, and a wave motion cannon? Okay. I guess I'm just gonna get rid of... Do I get rid of the monsters? I kind of want to keep one of them around, but like, I guess I have a Solemn Judgment. And if they flip up whatever this is, it's just like fine, right? I can get rid of the mind control and this Golem Sentry. Or maybe I get rid of Medusa Worm because Golem Sentry has a bigger butt. Yeah, let's get rid of the Medusa Worm, I think. I definitely want to keep this Wave Motion Cannon around. So yeah, let's just set Golem Sentry, activate Wave Motion Cannon. We've got the opponent on a 2-turn clock, essentially. And then if this monster is like super consequential, oh. Yeah, I'm willing to Solemn Judgment that. Get that out of here. Keep this Nightmare Wheel online. Maybe it is just a mirror. They're just playing Lava Golem. Okay. All right. Well, we get the first match, but we're only like 12 minutes into the video or something like that. I'm not sure how much editing I'm going to be doing, but yeah, we're going to get another one for sure. Okay, we've got our second match here. Let's go ahead and update the ELO tracker. I believe we're at 121, right? Yeah, 121. Very nice. And okay, the Pac-Man has moved ever so slightly. We will go ahead and we'll check that on a full screen at the end of all of these videos. So if y'all can't see that too well, I know yellow on like the Kuhb background's not the easiest to see, but yeah, we'll check how far we've made it at the end of each video and keep track of that. So this hand, quite good. I wish I was going first because we can play the tempo game with these, but we do have Nightmare Wheel. If the opponent sets something... Oh, Pyramid Turtle? Okay. Well, we can handle that several different ways. And just a pass. Oh, a Magic Jammer too. All right. Golem Sentry? Yeah, let's go Golem Sentry. Vampire Lord is a reason for that. Bigger Butt is a reason for that. Yeah, let's just set Golem Sentry, and I'm going to set all of these. And we will, yeah, we'll pass the turn. And see what the opponent's got for us here. Yep, main phase is good. No trap dust shoots here. Heavy Storm. Yeah, kind of thought you might do that. I'm gonna Magic Jammer it. I lose the Swarm of Scarabs, but that's fine. Solemn Judgment is a more versatile card, so I'd like to keep it around. Best case, the opponent like tributes this off for Ryukoki so that we can just Ring of Destruction that. Oh god, we have a giant Trunade too? I think in that case, let's just go ahead and ring this Pyramid Turtle. That way our opponent can't just like tribute off or summon. You know, obviously if they have Book of Life, then they can just get it back and they contribute. So, whoa. Mystic Plasma Zone? Oh, man. Okay. We lose the Golem Sentry. That's a 2300 attacker. Oh, Morphing Jar? Morphing Jar is pretty good here. I will accept that. Yeah, let's just set our cards again. Set the Morphing Jar. This is pretty hot. I love me some good field spell usage. Yeah, no trap dust shoot for your 3-card hand opponent. Yeah, I guess I can't really stop these from flipping this morphing jar this turn, right? So yeah, let's just go ahead and flip it up. We do get a plus here, because the opponent has to discard. Oh, Vampire Genesis? Oh yeah, okay, the opponent's just going off over here. The opponent has a much cooler deck than us, of course. But, you know, it's fine. Take 1,500 from the Sangan. We do have a Delinquent Duo follow-up, which is pretty nice. We get another Solemn Judgment. The opponent doesn't have any back row to set. Huh. Okay. Well, I'm not going to flip up the Nightmare Wheel here. I don't think there's any reason to do that. I will go ahead and lead on Delinquent Duo. And let's just take care of this card right here. Vampire Lord, all right. I'm glad to see that's gone. And glad the Delinquent Duo doesn't destroy from the hand. What else we got over there? Wandering Mummy? Didn't I put this in trash tier in Pac-Man? I love this. We're just playing just like the cool zombies. Okay, look at this lineup of monsters right here. This is awesome. Okay, let's set Lakuta and set Solemn Judgment, and since we have this Sangan over here, I'm just gonna play Swords. And yeah, and then I'm gonna play Wave Motion Cannon. And between double Solemn Judgment, we should be able to keep this Lakuta here. I would imagine Heavy Storm and one Giant Trunade are already gone. So now we just got to try to close this game out, which I don't think is going to be that hard. We do have Nightmare Wheel. We have this Wave Motion Cannon. We're going to be drawing extra cards each turn with Des Lakuta. A face down from the opponent. Okay. See what we draw. Oh, a Wave Motion Cannon. Do I want a Nightmare Wheel here is the question. I think I do. And then we'll go to standby and inflict 500 points of damage to our opponent. They don't get to flip this. We get to see more cards here with our Lakuta. Let's go ahead and flip that up, draw ourselves an extra card. Hopefully it's another monster. Would love to see a Swarm of Scarabs, something like that, but Book of Moon, totally fine as well. I really want to play this other Wave Motion Cannon, but I guess I'm just not going to, right? Yeah. Okay, let's just reset Lakuta, and we're going to pass the turn. We've got Swords up for 2 more turns. When it goes away, we have a level limit area B that we can play out. Oh, no. Do I Solemn Judgment that? I don't think so. Well, yeah, I'm going to Solemn Judgment. This is quite aggressive, but I have another one, and this lets me get down my Wave Motion Soul Absorbing Bone Tower. Okay. All right. Well, like I was trying to say, this lets me get down my other Wave Motion Cannon, and we can just hopefully end the game a little quicker because of that. But let's flip up Lakuta here. We do have one more turn on Swords. Oh, and Ceasefire? Ceasefire is really good here. So let's reset Lakuta. Let's see, put my opponent to 43. Ceasefire right now, I'll put him at 23. Yeah, let's set Ceasefire and play the Wave Motion Cannon. Yeah, if the opponent... I mean, we're just going to have to use the Solemn Judgment probably fairly aggressively, but that's totally fine, right? Yeah, like if Heavy Storm and Giant Trunade are already gone, and those are really the only cards I care about here other than like MST, I guess I would also deal with. Koki's totally fine. Sangan can go get another monster. I'm not going to flip Ceasefire yet. I want to maximize it and maybe end the game with it. So, and I imagine like this was a tribute summon monster. I can't think of like a whole lot of things that this zombie deck would want to play that I would even want to use the Ceasefire there for, but opponent's going to concede. So we are 3-0 in games so far. And let's see, zombies, we probably want Tribe. And it looks like our opponent's just playing Zombie. Needle Stealing looks good. Curse of Royal. I don't know. The opponent's playing Giant Trunade and stuff. So I guess I'll bring in the Wall of Revealing Light. I don't think I necessarily need a whole lot of these. Divine Wrath. I don't think I need. Curse of Royal's not the best against the Trunade decks. So yeah, we just won't bring that in. I don't know about these knocks. The opponent did Tribute set, but like... what is that? Like, what on earth is the tribute set? So let's get rid of the Nox, I guess. We just didn't see anything problematic with set monsters, and Magic Cylinder I think is still good. Call of the Haunted's actually good if they're going to be playing Giant Trunade, so we'll leave that in, and I guess like I can just cut the Stealth Bird. That's fine. We're bringing in Tribe. We're not as worried about the burn damage and stuff like that. Yeah, this is totally fine. We'll just run this. See if we can pick up our second win here. Okay. If there's going to be like a super long pause, where like nothing's happening and I'm not saying anything, I will go ahead and edit that out. I'm not going to do zero editing on the videos. I'm just not going to cut them down, you know, quite like I do on some of the other videos. And it's just going to kind of be a little less edited, I guess is the way to say it. This hand is great. I think, yeah, we're just going to lead on the Golem Sentry set again. And how much do I want to set? I want to set the Gravity Bind. Let's just set all of it. Yeah, if we have to pitch Scarabs again to a Magic Jammer, it's not the end of the world. Golem Sentry is a really good one to have if your opponent's playing Giant Trunade, because a lot of the times, like, you don't want to Solemn Judgment the Giant Trunade. Oh, okay. Well, Night Assailant is fine. We lose our Golem Sentry. That's not a zombie opponent. That's a fiend. What what are we doing with a Night Assailant over there? Yeah, Mystic Plasma Zone's fine. I guess it is a dark, right? So we take 700 from the Night Assailant, and then we'll flip Gravity Bind on the Regenerating Mummy. Okay, another back row. Okay, now the opponent's setting back row? All right. That's fine. Oh no. Oh no, the Swarm of Scarabs actually gets attacked over by Night Assailant? Really? I guess I could summon Swarm of Scarabs and attack it, right? And let's do that. If the opponent has some sort of battle trap, that's fine. It's not really the end of the world. We are outracing them with Wave Motion Cannon. Okay, yeah, you lose your Night Assailant. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can yeah, you could change the stats on yours all you want. I'll change the stats on mine too. Get out of here. All right, and let's just set the Swarm of Scarabs, and I'm gonna leave this level limit in hand just to discard to Magic Jammer. And let's see, someone is messaging me on here. Dark Dust Spirit. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm fine with that. Yeah, send it. Why did we... I'm confused. But yeah, someone is trying to private message me on this account, and this is literally the first time that I've used this account. So I wonder what that is. I'm actually not gonna attack. Well, I have Book of Moon, right? Let's attack with a Swarm of Scarabs. It is a 1k attacker. A lot of times I like to be very stubborn about not attacking with these, but the opponent didn't activate anything last time. I've got a Book of Moon to protect from a battle trap or something like that, so I think it's fine in this case. And we'll just pass a turn. We're rolled up here with Solemn Judgment, Magic Jammer. We've got a Wave Motion Cannon going. Our opponent decided they didn't need their monsters, so we've got Swarm of Scarabs to kill whatever they play. And we have Book of Moon to protect against something like a Sangan summon that wants to attack over our Scarabs. I think we're in a fantastic position. We know one of the 3 cards in our opponent's hand is a Dark Dust Spirit, which does nothing to our deck at all. Okay. What else you got here, opponent? You gotta have something in those 6 cards to do something, right? Just trying to keep an eye on the time here. I do have to record a match for the Kuhb in not too long, so we'll see how much longer this match takes. We may have to cut the video just because of time constraints. That's going to be one of the things with this. I'm going to do everything in just like one go. And we're just going to kind of get as many matches as I want, or feel like, or have time for in that manner. There's not going to be a solid structure. That's just kind of how we're going to do it. So we'll see how much time is left after this match. If I have enough time to get into the match, I will. If not, I won't, and I'll go do other things with my life. But yeah, getting in an attack with Swarm of Scarabs, and we will pass the turn. I think actually this would be a cool time that if any of you all in the comments want to drop like questions and stuff, we could totally have Q&A during this, and I can just pull those up and we can go over those. But I'm gonna not allow this giant Trunade. And I'm going to get rid of level limit, I think. We're so close to killing that Magic Cylinder, I think, makes a little bit more sense. Especially with this Gravity Bind here. Are we... Oh, we're going to... Sure. That's fine. I don't care about regenerating Mummy. Dark Dust Spirit? Oh, that's cute. Book Target Scares. Yeah, that's a cute play. Okay. Yeah, send that Dark Dust Spirit back to hand. And I do Mystic Walk? Do I want the opponent to gain that life? Because they're so close. 6,200, we can put them to 2,200, 1,700. Oh, this is so aggressive if I do this. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. It's so aggressive. But, paid off. We drew another Solemn Judgment. Put another counter on this Wave Motion Cannon. We'll set Cylinder, set Judgment, and pass the turn. Now we can be greedy with this Wave Motion Cannon. Okay, that's 1 out of 3 on swords. Put another counter on the Wave Motion Cannon, and I'm just going to go ahead and duo here. Yeah, let's just get that card out of the opponent's hand. I don't think there's really any reason to hold on to it. And pass the turn. 2 out of 3 on swords. Pot of Greed. I'm going to allow that. Need to hold Solemn Judgment basically for specific cards. If the opponent wants to draw 2 cards, it's fine. They're just about dead here. Oh yeah, no other play. Ceasefire. There we go. There we go. Okay. Let's put a counter on this Wave Motion Cannon. We will go ahead and activate and deal 5,000 points of damage to the opponent. And I will set Ceasefire, and I will pass the turn. And I'm just going to hold this Ceasefire for a little bit till the opponent makes me activate it. All right, they set a monster, they set a back row. I think, yeah, it's pretty safe to activate now. All right, give the GGs, and we gain 19. Okay, so let's go ahead and update this. That's going to put us at 140. And okay, we can finally see a little bit of a climb. You see the little bit of that line there, with the PACMAN on the screen. Let me check the time. Let's see how we're doing. Oh, this is PACMAN. It's gonna be cutting it close. Yeah. Unfortunately, I think we're gonna have to call it here for this one. But some of these are gonna be very long. I promise you that. But this one's gonna be a little short. But yeah, if you all want to participate in a Q&A in some of these, ask me questions. I can't promise I'll answer everything. Some information you all just don't need to know, I guess. Stuff like that. But yeah, if you all want to participate in a Q&A with this series, definitely put some stuff in the comments and we will cover it. I'm going to upload 1 or 2 of these every week. But yeah, let's check and see where we are on this graphic here for our elo. Boom. full screen. Here we are. You can't see me anymore, but you can see the graph. We get a little bit of a line there. We've jumped up from 100 to 140. We are just 2-0, so we are just beginning the series. I think it's going to take a very, very, very long time to get to 1,000 if we even get there. I've never made it up to 1,000 with Pac-Man, but I'm going to play these games my best, and I'm going to try my hardest. But yeah, that's going to be the first installment of Pac-Man to 1K. Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll be back with the next one.